So let's talk about body count. Why do you object to men caring about a woman's body count?
So first of all, I don't object, because if a man wants to take care of that number, that's fine. If he takes, like, if for him is important, I probably have other parameters.
Sure.
And I also consider the body count. I just want to know what's behind of it, but I definitely consider the previous story of that person. So I don't object. So what's it's just that I don't like the when you get stuck in front of the number and you actually don't investigate on what is the person, who that person actually is.
So just a point of clarification for you, do you think that, for example, if someone has a high body count, it perhaps would be deemed more acceptable if they had some sort of like past trauma?
Anything. I don't know how to imagine now the story of that person, but if there is anything that can justify the number, if the number is very high,
so if it's justified, so just one point of clarification. If the high body count is justified by, for example, some sort of traumatic experience, then it's more acceptable than they're just promiscuous. There's no justification. They just like sleeping with a lot of people.
Do you think it's something that even needs to be justified?
Wait a minute. I think it makes the difference if there is a trauma or if it was.
Well, I think it's worse if there's a trauma.
Why it's worse? Because it's a trauma?
Because there's evidence of trauma.
Well, the point is that the body count is one of the various parameters that I would use to judge a person. So there are other parameters that has to come together. If I like that person and if I feel there is a strong mental connection and I feel psychological good with that person, I need to investigate why that body count is a lot. Because that person is valuable for me, and I need to know if there is a crazy past or if it's something that can be explained. I just need to know more. Mm-hmm. But if I don't like the person already or is already not very much interested to me, I would not spend the time.
What number is a crazy past for you, for a guy?
That's a good question. Well, for me, I don't need to have a really low body count, but something around 20, it's a
crazy.
Little bit.
Anything
not
above
crazy? It's like.
He's like crazy past.
It's the limit. Well, crazy it's 150. Oh, over 50.
Over 50.
From 50 on.
Okay. Cool.
Because if I imagine all those women put together, it's a lot of women, right?
Of course, for sure.
So yeah, more or less between 50 and on. But that doesn't mean that if I found a person that is important for me and is 65, it's the same thing. I could make an exception.
Cool.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, one thing. I mean, what I would respond to you with that, though, is I think generally speaking, women tend to care far less about male promiscuity than do men care about women's promiscuity. I'm
actually worried about male promiscuity because, again, the studies show that a man needs to have a more variety of partners during all his life. So for a man, it's actually kind of a more difficult, always talking generally, to have monogamy, so to stay sticking to monogamy. So even if he loves his wife, and even after 20 years of marriage, he still loves his wife, there is a moment in a man's life in which he would like to have another partner, a sexual partner, maybe not a sentimental partner, but a sexual partner. So that is a pattern that happens pretty often. And so I am worried about men's promiscuity. But again, I think that can happen, that my a hypothetical husband can cheat on me, both if he has 2 as a body count and if he has 25 as a body count. Because it's like a biological instinct that just, I guess many men can actually stop, but not all of them. I don't know. I just feel that I would be cheated on to a certain point.
If he has a high body count.
If he has a high body count?
No, in any case. Yeah.
Oh, you just think like every guy is just like a ticking time bomb to cheating?
I think like a specific moment, you mean?
No, you just think because you're saying, I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. So you're saying that you think no matter the guy, it's inevitable that he's going to eventually cheat on you.
I would not say inevitable, but highly probable, highly likely.
So more than 50% to the point that you're kind of...
I would say that it's kind of more of 50%, yeah.
Yeah.
more than 50% that a guy's going to cheat on
Well,
you.
I cannot give you an actual percentage, but it's at least 50%.
At least.
Do you think that could just be like based upon the history of guys you've chosen, or you think all
No,
guys?
it's actually a study. I do not want to believe that, but it's a study that men...
That 50% of men cheat?
No, 50%. I don't know any specific percentage, but again, it's David Bass that says that, I think is David Bass. I can check the source. But the point is that males in general tendentially needs a more variety of sexual partners. They get stuck to one partner sentimentally. In fact, they don't want to divorce. They don't want to leave their wife to go with a lover. But in many cases, they look for a lover. Not right away, I would say, but after 20 years, 25 years, 30 years of marriage, they want to have sex with somebody else. Is it wrong, Jonathan? I don't know.